Do I look like a real boy, Papa?
Hello, everybody. Going live on Instagram because I'm trying this. I think it worked out better last time I did this. So, hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Wednesday. As usual, we're here doing some 3D stuff. I'm starting a new project today because it's been a minute. I wanted to do another micro project because I tend to try to do the big projects alongside the micro projects to keep myself going. We're starting something new today, so I'm going to go ahead and set this up real quick. It's eventually going to switch over to copyrighted music, and I don't want that. So let me set something better up. Let's see here. What do we got? First from Jamaica. Hello, animation nerd. How are you? Let me set up some music here. 80s retro wave. We could try this one. Let's try this one. Let's see if I get any weird DMCA things. Let me turn this down real quick. Just a tad bit lower. Alright, there we go. There's some good stuff. Alright. So yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, I just fixed it. All right. Thank you for letting me know, animation nerd. But hello everyone. So tonight we're starting a new project. I call these micro projects just because they usually take me about a day or two to finish. I'm going to go ahead and set up my folder here. Where's my project window? There it is. New. We're going to call this minigun. Change the location of this guy because it needs to go on my my drive that's constantly backed up. Personal arts, projects. I put this in projects? Yeah, I put this in projects. Select, accept. All right, we've created our project. I'm gonna open my PureF. So what I'm doing today, if you guys aren't familiar with what a minigun is, which hopefully you all are, doing some prop modeling. So we'll open up our PureF scene here. This is what we're building today. It's been a while since I made something like this, so I'm kind of excited to try something different. All right, so what I want to do, I gotta move this somewhere. All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna turn on the concept window so everyone can see. I'm gonna put this up here. I'm gonna expand my, there we go. That's good. There's my reference. That's what we're working off of today. All right, cool. Well, I hope everyone's having a wonderful week so far. If you guys are new here, welcome in. We have a blank slate to start with. So, I want to kind of look at this, because I was thinking about doing this in a way that I don't really have to block it out. Because it's already a really blocky design. But, let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I might still block it out. So I'm just going to start working with this. Snap that guy. That concerns me that that's copyrighted. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's infraction. That's copyrighted. Damn it. All right, hold on a second. I hate having to dance around this. I understand it, but I hate having to dance around it. Nostalgic synthwave. Sounds good. We'll deal with some nostalgia here. Monster is better or Prime drink? I won't drink Prime just because I hate Jake Paul. Or Aaron, or not Aaron Paul. What's his name? Logan Paul. I despise him. So I drink Monster, usually. I also usually don't drink Monster all that often. I was kind of tired today because I was up till like 1 o'clock last night, so. Yes, this is streamed on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. So feel free to follow me on whichever platform you choose. Alright, so we're going to do kind of the base body. This is kind of an elongated cylinder. And there's a secondary cylinder. Smaller one. And I know that these are going to be like bracketed on. So I'm going to allow that to just hover there. And we're just blocking this out first. I was going to try to avoid it, but kind of doesn't make sense to. So this will be our main little rotational piece. And then let's look at this from a barrel standpoint, because we got to get these barrels added in here. Rotate that. Probably about right there. A little bit bigger, I'm thinking. Right about there. Alright. We're gonna snap this. Let's go. Okay, turn that. No, turn that off. Alright, cool. So we're gonna get this right here. We're just gonna move our transformation point right down here. We're gonna snap that to that thing. Not that thing. It's this one. Why you don't want to snap to that? Oh, that's snap to grid. My bad. Snap to point. Right there. All right, perfect. So, cool thing that we can do here, and we're gonna do this because the barrels themselves are actually a lot thicker than that, I think. Let me see. Yeah. I think that's too thin. So we're going to scale it up a little bit. That's snapping. That's a problem. We'll go right there. That should work. Alright, turn that off. Cool. Let's see what that looks like. That should be fine. That is entirely too long. I'm gonna go right about there. Thinking a little bit shorter. Tad bit shorter there. Alright. Beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to, if you guys saw this week's quick tip, we're going to do the same thing. Turn this to absolute. We're going to do this every 15 degrees, I think is what I want. Let's try that. Make sure I can just leave that on. Maybe not 15D. Might be every 10. I want that to stop right there. That gets me closer. Let's just do a duplicate special. Let's see, edit, duplicate special. I'm gonna do a rotation, X, Y, what direction are we in right now? So that should be X, so we're gonna do 10 degrees. We're gonna do, how many barrels do these usually have? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 barrels? So we're gonna do 5 copies. That is the wrong direction. Zero. Also the wrong direction. I always hate this because like these should be labeled, but they're not, and I'm terrible at remembering which one's which. That is not enough. Let's do 30. Oh, we're getting there. It's right in the sweet spot there. 55. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be 6 barrels. So why is that looking so funky? Because 45, you would think. It's got the spacing that I want. I'm wondering if I don't have enough barrels. Let's see here. No, they have 6 barrels. So that's interesting. So we're gonna have to figure that out because that's not turning out the way I want it to. 90's not gonna work. Try 75. How strange. You know what? Screw it. Turn this off. For now, we do it manually. Well, you know what? That's not going to work the way I wanted it to because that's... Yeah, alright. Fine. Because it actually needs to be... Let's do this. So these need to be kind of brought in. We'll bring these ones in too. That should work for now for the block out anyway. All right. But how's everyone doing? Everyone having a good day? Everyone having a good Wednesday? Anybody work on any cool projects this week? Control D, just gonna thin that real quick. Control D. And then we are gonna do, so I like the look of this original one, but I much more prefer with the cap on the end of it. So that's what we're gonna be going for today. So kind of, there we go, right there. That'll work. And then with these, we'll just extrude this real quick. And then, is that still centered? Yeah, it is. Okay, these need to come in a little bit. Need to have a little bit of a gap around that outside ring. There's a lizard in my office. Give me a second. Oh, that sucks. Okay. The lizard is just going to have to stay in my office for a little while. I didn't break anything. A lizard is in my office. A very large one, too. Which is awesome. So that's fun. Yeah, I didn't break anything. 36-sided cylinder. Line the barrels up with the radial edges. Yes, I could do that, actually. What are these by default? I always forget. None of these have the... These are at 20. Okay. We'll probably do that when we're done with the block out. That sucks. That's a big-ass lizard. Rather not have that in here because of the birds. Okay, so looking at this, let's see what else we got. We got a bracket that comes off there. I'm not super concerned about brackets right now. We're going to take this guy, Control D over here. This is like a little smaller motor. It's much longer though. Let's look at, yeah, here we go. This is the best piece of like reference that I found so far, so this is what we're going to be using. Chris, how you doing? Connor, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything on Instagram while I was chasing a lizard. I did not. Okay, and then there is a motor up top, which is interesting. That's not in any of the other... Oh, here it is. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Let's just plop that guy right there. All we're doing is blocking this out right now, and then we'll start working on details and stuff. Question is do I want... What do I want? Do I want the carry style, or do I want the mounted style? The mayor, how are you? Like how you call this a micro event and you always take forever. What do you mean? What do you mean I always take forever? This will be a micro project. This won't take me long at all. How's it going on Handy Soul? It's going good. How are you? Yeah, I guess... Stigma. I guess I have to decide if I want this mounted or not. I think I'll do a mounted one because that just... It looks neater. So we're going to primarily go off of this guy. Which means we're going to need this little configuration back here. So let's do a little box. And we're just going to set that up now, just in case. Looking at this. Okay. And then that kind of extrudes outwards. So we'll do this. And then there's where your buttons and everything lie for actually firing this thing. It does kind of hover though, because there's this bracket back here. So let's look back here. Okay. And then I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll start working this way forward. That way I don't have to block out too much of it. I just kind of get to go with it. Doing alright, been working on an early prototype of a puzzle adventure game inspired by myths, building a Godot game engine. Oh, you know, I had somebody tell me about Godot recently. I don't know much about it. How is it? How goes the stream? It goes good. Just woke up and got to the stream. Well, welcome in. Alright, so I'm gonna save this real quick. Save scene as block out. Save scene as modeling. Okay, so pretty basic. I didn't want to get too in depth with my block out today, just because I think it's fine. I really want to know what this lizard is. It's actually gonna bother me this entire freaking stream. Godot. Godot, yeah. Godot, Godot, same thing. Do you like working in that engine, or do you prefer other ones? Alright, so we're gonna start focusing on this guy. I wish I had a better, oh, here we go. It's a little bit better. So it's got this like top plate. Okay. I could see kind of how they did that. This one's a little bit different, and I think I'm going to follow that design more, but I'm going to start building this plate. So we'll just scale this out. Hey, Kat, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, so this sits behind everything. So what I need to do is pull this out a little bit. And then we're going to take this, we're going to scale it in. Mesh, mesh. Go right here and right here. Now! It's funny, the reason I decided to do this tonight was because I saw a clip from Predator on TikTok. I was like, you know what? That would be kind of fun to do, like, a minigun. Because it's been a while since I've actually modeled anything like this, so... Just pull that out there. Start working this guy in. And then this is kind of a bent bracket, so we'll work on that now. I like it so far. Missing a lot of quality of life features that the community has to make for themselves. So is it fully open source, kind of like Blender is? Hello, Eklish. How are you doing? All right. And also, I didn't even ask Connor, how is that project going? Okay, so this is currently a little bit too sticking far out. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna assume. It looks like it kind of like curls down and then comes out. So I don't know if that's how this works, but I'm gonna make it work that way. Hey, tutorials for hairs and Maya on a toonish character. I don't have any currently. It's quite frankly something I've never done before either, just so to speak. So I'm not really sure where you would find something like that. That's definitely a pretty niche thing to look for. I'm not really sure where you would start searching for that. But it's a good time to plug my Discord. There are people in the Discord who may know how to do that, so if you're more than welcome to join our Discord and then post the same question there as well. Because sometimes I don't have all the answers. Alright. It's too far out. I know it is. Okay. Let's take this whole thing. And then since this is like a machined piece, it needs to be lined up properly. So let's just line it up to that. Same thing down here. All right, cool. Saludos de Chile. Hello, how are you doing, Diego? Doing all right. Lots of drama at work today, and Roy has to be up at 11 for a report. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, MIT license. It's slow to get started, but I'm having fun with it. Well, that's good. That's cool. Working late on a project on Maya. Also, nice. What are you working on, Casa Tyler? I think this curves a little bit, but I can't really tell. Do I make it curve? I'm going to do this. Ah, special. Okay, we'll do that. 1 second here. Did I take one of your what? Okay. Medieval scene, nice. How's it going? How's that project going for you? Alright, so looking at this now. I'm gonna turn off shading because I don't want it on. There's something so great about synthwave. Alright. Call that. Oh, no. Assets and textures finished, only lighting left. Nice. That's always a fun part to be in. Lighting is one of the more stressful portions of it, but I enjoy it a lot. It's kind of where you get to make everything shine, and that's what I love about it. Your tips are really good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to make them as good as I can. Blastoise redeemed hydrate. Why are my redeems not going off? Oh, that one doesn't have one. Never mind. Blastoise. I'm cheating, but this does say it's refreshing and hydrating, so, you know, it works. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are finding the tips helpful. I try to come up with new ones constantly, so. And if you're new here and you don't know, my Discord has an entire library of all of the quick tips I make, so every time I make a new one, it gets put in there. So, if you're not in the Discord, join you. Also, have you saved lately? I haven't. That's a good point. I just did, though, so we're good now. This is also incredibly thick. It's too thick. Blastoise, how you doing? Let's do this. It's gonna look really weird for a second there, but don't worry. Same thing back here. We're just gonna pull these in a tight bit. Just a tad bit. Alright. And then this guy, same thing. Because it looks like it's a pretty thin piece of metal. Did you finish a Star Wars character? Nope, I'm just taking a small break from him. BD1 will return. I didn't want to do 3 streams UVing him in a row. That, and when you're spending that much time UVing something, you start to get really frustrated with the whole process. So, he'll return probably next week. I'm hoping, so in the grand scheme of things, what I'm hoping to do is finish the UV offline, which I've got that to work on, plus the new tutorial series that's coming up, which should be coming out starting this week. On top of that, with my new drawing tablet coming in tomorrow, I'm hoping to do some Substance stuff next week live. Hoping. Fingers crossed. Doing great. Just had orientation, a new job today, and first day is Tuesday. Nice. Congrats. You excited? All right. So I like the handle. Where is it? I like these handles more. And I see there's a little bit of difference here. Okay, so let's do this. So this thing's too thick. We're gonna kind of mishmash this from a bunch of different pieces of reference, but that's okay. Mesh tools, just insert an edge loop here. Just go boom, and maybe boom. So we're gonna pull this up a little bit so we get that nice. Oh no, it actually kind of goes down, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay, so we're gonna do this. That's better. Okay. All right, and then we've got these handles that are actually part of this, which I'm gonna model separately and then add them. I'm gonna do it with a cube. I was gonna do it with a cylinder, but it's gonna cause me more work if I do it with a cylinder, so. Do you use UDIMs? Yes. I will probably end up using them for BD1. If you caught that stream the other day. Let's see. Don't want to make that too chunky. Okay. So we'll just pull that up there. All right. So I'm going to take this, extrude that out, pull that in a little bit. We're just going to kind of form the handle. All right. So mesh tool, insert edge loop. We'll add one here and one probably right about there. Yeah. Okay. So this has a weird shape to it because it, excuse you, it kind of goes like that. Let's think about that. Yeah, because it kind of sits on the edge of that, so. We'll keep that there like that, and then this back portion bulges out a bit. And this top piece kind of comes in. Okay. So we're going to curve that out now. Just a little bit. And honestly, yeah, okay. So it needs a little bit of adjustment. I feel like I'm being watched by that lizard. He's just like sitting in the back of my office staring at me. Where the heck is the scare? I've been scammed. Haley, I'm sorry. I have to turn those off of the art stream. They get kind of crazy. But how are you doing? I've been thinking about getting back into streaming my projects, but I have a lot. I have to set up my second monitor, use my laptop, and I'm just lazy about that. I get that. Streaming is... I've been doing streaming for almost, 3 years? Has it been 3 years now? It's almost been 4 years, I think. I think it's almost 4 years. I lost track of time. But streaming does help you keep focused on stuff like this, so that it is kind of nice. But if you do that, Connor, let me know. Make sure I give you some support. All right. Okay, I'm still not liking this weird, like, banana shape I've got going on here, so... Let's pull that in a bit. We'll just kind of... Alright, that should be okay. So if I smooth that, how's that look? That's looking pretty good. Alright. So the fun part is that has to attach to this somehow. Why not soft selection? Usually I just don't use it. It's just kind of like a personal preference type deal. It's not that I have anything against it. Just dropping in by. All right, Haley, have a good one. Oh, you're on vacation. Nice. Give me a refund. I'll give you a refund. I don't know how to do that. Chris, if you're here. Key sign phenomenon. Hello, how are you? How much time do you spend on Maya in a day? I try to spend as much time as possible. I don't know if I could really like figure out a time value, but I try to make sure I'm doing at least something in it every single day. That's been something I've had to like kind of like rev up on because it takes a bit. It takes a lot of work. Alright, so what we're going to do, I'm going to show this guy. We're going to just delete those. Okay, clear those out. Should die. Alright. So now, we get to figure out how to merge all this together. Alright. So I'm going to delete half of this. And then we're going to set this up so it merges together just perfectly. Alright, so we're going to go mesh. We will combine. And then let's adjust some things here. So we already have an edge loop there. So we'll keep that one. We'll keep that one. You know what I want to do? I want to just drop this just a little bit. Okay, we'll drop that just a tad bit. All right, let's go. So we're going to go mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're going to add one here, and one here. Okay. Oop. Let's look at the wireframe here. That's actually obviously really hard to see there. It's kind of hard to make out what we're doing. I think that's all. Is it this one? No, that one's good. That one's solid. So might have to, let's think about this. I think this one is going to come in a little bit just to give us that rounded piece right there. And then we don't have this split currently, so I'm going to go mesh tools, insert edge loop. We'll just add one right here. I kind of hate that, so let's see. Okay, that's fine. So let's do this. We're gonna kind of, this is gonna be an interesting shape. Same thing. So the issue here that we've just created is, let's see, that's going to link up just fine. But I've got this extra loop right here, so I'm just going to add one here. And then we'll pull this out a bit. It'll also kind of take away from that that sharpness that we have going on there. And then I'll reshape that. Okay. That's cool. All right, make sure I didn't miss anything. No, we're good. Hello, I never saw you use plugins or scripts to ease your workflow. Is there any reason? Quite frankly, just because I haven't experimented with them. I also tend to do things kind of with like the base form of Maya just to make sure I understand everything within Maya before I do tools. So I don't know, it's just kind of personal preference. I'm sure there's tools out there, I just haven't really spent time researching, nor have I really found a need to do that. I'm going to delete these faces here. And then we're going to target weld this stuff together. And then we got one more we need to add, one more edge loop. And the question there becomes, can I do that without screwing something up? Not necessarily. That's okay, we can adjust it. Oops. Alright, QQ. Get middle mouse click to insert edge loop at 50/50. Can you really? What do you mean? Like when you're using the tool or just when you're off the tool? Let's just shape this a little bit. I'm going to leave that flat. That's a little bit too flat for me right there. So if I smooth that, how are we looking? It's pretty good. Not bad. Okay, with multi-cut tool. Oh, got you. I need to actually, like, do a video on multi-cut tool because there's a lot of uses there. Let's see. So this one might be a little funky. Let's turn off our surface constraint. Turn on our surface constraint. There we go. Okay, object mode. ZXX God, how are you? Turn that off. Excuse me. Okay. Right now we're just trying to match this up to the body. That way we have something that's kind of solid to work with. All right, that's good. We're going to drag these guys in. Just get them lined up. I think what I'll do is I'll do one right there. Let me think about that. No, because that's going to screw that up. So I need to do one here. This is going to be kind of funky geometry-wise. Alright. Pull that guy out. Cool. Control shift shot. Jeez. Control for edge loop, middle mouse 50/50. Maybe not with that selected. Object mode. Control shift. It's not working. I don't know why. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Alright, so that's lining up. Selection or vertex or edge mode. Oh, gotcha. I don't know why that doesn't want to do that. Jeez, that threw me all over the place. Yeah, I don't know why that doesn't want to work, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's my Maya installation. Wait, are you saying, so I guess I'm confused on what you're saying. You're saying with the tool like running? So if I go like insert edge loop, right? I don't know. It also could be my Maya installation. I've been having issues with it. You should do content like that for tutorials. I like to learn by just watching you. Yeah, so right now, what I'm doing, tutorial-wise anyway, I'm kind of handling some like basic stuff. I do want to get into some more complicated like projects, but I'm trying to get some basic stuff out of the way just because there are some people who like are fresh with Maya and don't have anything to like rely on. So that's the first focus, and then eventually I'll start doing some more complicated tutorials. No, it's tricky. Yeah, it's fine. I'll figure it out later. Insert edge loop. So my problem here now is if I create... Let me think about this. I'm going to have to shape this a little bit. So we're going to go boom, boom. That gives me that. This has to come in. This guy doesn't necessarily have to... get rid of those. Hold on. I gotta think about this. So that all links up fine. So back here we have an issue. So let's do this. I'm gonna go face. We're gonna delete these. All right. So versus Control Shift to slide selection tool like your. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so you're saying select that, Control Shift. Select versus Control plus Shift to slide selection tool like you're moving it. I don't know. It's okay. I will figure that out later. So I gotta go to school. Talk to you later. All right, ZXX God. Have a good one. Do you like working with music in your headphones or not? Yes, I do. I find it incredibly hard to work without music. So what you guys are listening to is what I'm listening to right now, just because I don't usually like to have some sort of separate track. Alright, so we're going to figure out how to split that in a second here. So if I'm looking at this, I can just add... Okay. So I'm going to do that. Q escape. There's nothing there. Let me think about this. Because I have two edge loops that existed up here but don't exist down here for some reason. And that's kind of questionable. I don't know why that is. These should be identical. Follows the volume. You just did it. It follows the volume. Oh, okay. Well, cool. I don't know how much I'll use that one just because I'm stuck in my ways, but good to know. Insert edge loop. I'll just go pop. I'm gonna target weld that guy. This one is the only one that I'm kind of like concerned about, because there's nothing there. So I'm curious if I just delete that whole edge loop, if it'll give me any trouble. It's actually not that edge loop, it's this one. Okay. That's an easy choice then. Mesh tools, delete edge vertex. Where are you? Right, okay. It's not an easy choice because by doing that I create a triangle. All right. So that's linked up there. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I can't drag across there. But what I can do, let me think about this. I don't want to go all the way up there. So thinking about this and the way that I want this, first of all, that looks like crap. Just better think ahead about edge and vert count before you end up having to use chewing gum and rubber bands. Yeah, that's true. Usually I'm pretty good about it, but for some reason I didn't, I don't know why this got this way. Like, yeah, I can delete that, but I've got a loop, which is the problem. I shouldn't have a loop. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna isolate select vertex. And we're just going to do this, probably not the best way, but we're going to do this way. It's going to close it off. And it shouldn't cause a loop anymore. No, that's much better. Cool. That works. All right. So the general shape of that is looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Cool. That's very true. Mesh, mirror, close. All right. Menish, I want to meet you. Well, you can meet me live. I'm here every Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Usually on Twitch on Thursdays, though. Okay. So I want to fix this corner over here, so we're going to do that next. So we just want to round that out a little bit. Let's look at this. Because what I want, ideally... Okay. Alright, so that's pretty good. It's looking pretty okay. Is it true that it's preferable to have a cylinder with a multiples of 6 and 8 on each side? Not that I know of. I've never really heard that before. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Watching you think about geometry makes me feel so unprofessional. Clean work, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Trust me, it's not because I'm professional. It's just because I'm like anal retentive about making sure it looks right. One of the unfortunate side effects with posting your work online is people are very critical of it. So that's one of the reasons why I spend so much time like making sure it looks good. Okay. So we're going to delete that again. I do that a lot. Don't fault me for it. It's because I don't think. All right. Mesh tools. We're going to add these holes here. There's like one kind of like midway through here. So that'll be the first one. And then the other one's actually further in here. So what we'll do is we'll add that. And don't worry, this will be cleaned up later. Wait a minute, where did I add that? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, I see where it is. Mesh tools. I actually want that there, that there. Nope. Right there. That's fine. This doesn't really matter just because these are just going to be holes that are getting punched into it, so... We're going to delete that. Actually, we'll probably do these one at a time. Those are also way too big. That lined up. Make sure we're not denting in like that, because that will just cause all sorts of headaches down the road. You can never let them see your outliner. I know. I got yelled at for my outliner once, and I'm like, you know, I don't really care. Alright, so we'll call that one good. Tiki. And then the other one goes right here. So this one, I'm going to have to extrude a little bit. Nope. Alright, we're going to go circularize. Same thing here. Let's get these guys lined up. Good there. And bridge. Okay, so that's solid. The only issue I have here is that. That's a problem for me. I don't like that. So I'm thinking... I think about that. Here's what I'm going to do. Kiki! Stop. I'm going to delete that real quick. We're just going to think ahead on this. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. Add one right here. And then right here. This will give us a nice cut through. And subsequently fixes the triangle that I didn't know I created. Okay. That's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. I'm going to multi-cut this for now. Just to get this shape in here. Let's merge that together. That guy. Let's see. Hold on. You can bridge faces right away. Use the blue square on the side of the scale 2 direction. Really? Hold on. I'll try that in a minute. You're saying use the blue square to... Wait, use the blue square on the side to scale the 2 directions only. What do you mean? Blue square on the side. Green now. Oh. Oh. Or, I don't know. Oop, I just screwed something up. Or did I? Oh no, I got... Ooh. Hold on. Am I getting a divot there? No, we're good. You can have one triangle? You can. The whole rule against triangles isn't like set in stone. You can have them. I think they want you to avoid them, but you can absolutely have them. I just try to continue avoiding them. Yeah, I don't know why that... That's what I was doing, though, so... Oh, I see what you're saying. So if I just... I see what you mean. Gotcha. Alright, so we'll call that good. You use base render... okay, sorry, Oliver, I missed you. Always, let's see. Do you use the base render Arnold Maya software render? Probably missed it. I discovered your Instagram a week ago. Yeah, so I use Arnold. I'm looking at potentially getting into Marmoset, but currently I just use Arnold because it just works. It's a little slow, but, I mean, gets the job done. Tries in places that don't deform work fine. Yeah, that's kind of the basic general rule with triangles. Like, as long as you're not looking at like a deformation area, like, you know, a neck piece or like a joint, you can have triangles, especially on hard surface models. Like, it is not the end all be all to like, what am I doing? Not even thinking is what I'm doing. You don't have to like make sure that they're all gone. I use them all the time. I tend to hide them just so I kind of keep them hidden, but I still use them. Will the industry remain like this for a long time? What do you mean like this? Can you be a little bit more specific? Ditto, Dino. I need water. Make sure I didn't miss anybody else. No, I think we're good. Okay. Less jobs. I'm hoping it won't be forever. I don't think it will be forever. I think the big thing that people have to understand with the industry right now is it's kind of going through a period of they don't know what they're doing anymore. And it's because of the advent of streaming. Especially with like, even with video games, right? We're seeing like this idea that like games are now becoming a service. Everything wants to be a service. And so they're just churning and burning stuff. And thankfully, the public is getting very tired of the churn and burn stuff. So like they're stopping watching it, they're stopping playing it. So I think once we get through this period of like both the game industry's leadership and Hollywood's leadership, and they actually figure out that people don't want crap content, I think things will get better. But for now, yeah, it's pretty crappy. I am hopeful it'll get better though. Unfortunately, I don't want to, like, I don't think it's the studio's fault for, like, you know, the state that things are in right now. Especially with, like, gaming. I think it's really just, like, the money grabbing. Redshift as the best for render time and productions are pretty slow these days since the writer strike. Yeah, that's the other issue too. The writer strike caused a lot of havoc. Did I look at Redshift? I don't remember if I looked at Redshift. Hold on. I'll remember the website if I did. Redshift. Let me see. Oh, that's right. It's a Maxon product, isn't it? Oh, that's a good thing I'm about to sign up for a trial for all their crap. You accelerated core strength. I've never... Yeah, I don't think I looked at this one. I knew it was Maxon, though. Interesting. I'm painfully curious. How much is it? It's pricey. God. Yeah, I don't think I'll be paying for that. Bought it a year ago, $260 a year. Yeah, I might do that at some point. Right now, I still pay monthly for, like, what do you call it? Substance Banner, and I'm about to start ZBrush again. So I got those two to look forward to, and I'm not super stoked about that. Game industry is probably the best example of unfettered capitalism there is today. Short-term profits over long-term. Yeah, that's the problem, right? Is like, and you're seeing it on both sides. Like, it sucks. It's really ruining things. So I'm hoping things get better. I was pretty stoked with the whole Microsoft Xbox thing, their game announcement thing. Like, I get that they closed a bunch of studios, but at least they're announcing games that hopefully won't be set up as a service game. But I don't know. I'm hoping it gets better. Is AI going to be a thing? Unfortunately, probably, because of the way that people are just starting to use it and the way that things are going. It probably will be. I don't think it's going to like replace everyone, because if you've ever used it for 3D, it does not work very well. But I do think it'll have some sort of presence, unfortunately, because I hate it. I despise AI. I don't think it has any place in creativity at all. I think it's a big money scheme. Any advice for artists who got laid off to cope with the situation? Just, keep with it, keep going, keep practicing. Things will get better. If you have to get a temporary job in the meantime, it sucks because, like, I've never experienced that. I've worked in information technology for the past almost 20 years now. Yeah, ew, gross. So I've never really had to experience that. So I just hope it gets better. That's all I could say. There's also, like, there are my reasons why I never worked in the industry, and the period of time we're going through right now is kind of the similar thing that happened to the film VFX kind of like production groups, I guess you would say, back in 2008 when Life of Pi came out, which is right when I graduated college. I'm like, I don't want to go work in this industry. This is what they're doing to their artists. So I'm hoping things get better. All right, show, isolate, view selected. So right now, that's pretty good. There are some holes that go through here. I guess we'll just add them real quick. I'm gonna do it again. Don't yell at me. All right. Will it let me do two at once? I've never tried. Oh yeah, it will. Doesn't work, but it does let you do it. Don't know if that actually... Nah, it's good. Alright, we will bridge those real quick. Cool. Good morning from India. Hello, Addy. How are you? It is going in the wrong direction. I feel instead of taking over dull, tedious, demanding, dangerous jobs, is taking over. Yeah, that's my biggest problem with it. Like, don't get me wrong. When AI came out, I liked playing with it. I thought it was pretty cool until I started learning how it works, and I was just like, wow, this is bullshit. It's being used incorrectly. I think it's awesome for things like programming and stuff like that. Then again, like I could say that because I hate programming, but there are people who love programming who probably feel like it's trying to take their jobs. So like it's just a really shitty thing. I just don't think it has any place. Unless it can do, like you said, taking over dangerous jobs, things like that, or like menial tasks. Like, give me an AI that'll UV my model. That'll be perfect. Because it's a process I absolutely hate, and I don't know. I know some people enjoy it, but like I can't stand it. Which is why I took a break from BD1 tonight. File, save scene. Okay, cool. So we'll call that good. Mirror. So let's do this. Insert. Nice thing is this is just one solid piece, so... I'll see what that one does. I don't know how concerned I am about that one, honestly. But yeah, talking about AI is about the most political I'll get on this channel just because, like, I despise it. Alright. So we will go boom. Boom. Just to kind of cup that. Alright, so let's look at that. That's looking pretty awesome, actually. Aside from that, that doesn't look awesome. Now it looks awesome. Cool. Alright, that takes care of that part. Sweet. Extrude the whole faces slightly inside easy edge loop. Yeah, I mean, you can do that. I usually just tend to go through at the end and edge loop just because that's the way I work. But there are tons of different ways you could go about it and do it. I'm not worried about AI taking art jobs or programming jobs anytime soon. It is really dumb. Gotta go to dinner with my folks. Be back later if you're stalling. All right, Connor, have a good night. Thanks for hopping in. And if I don't see you, Madness, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, AI is not one of those things I super worry about. It's just, it is an unfortunate part of reality right now. I need a better view of whatever that is, that little control panel thing, but like I can't find. Oh, here we go. Ah, that's something. So there's like a little, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep our blocked out portion. We're gonna do this. Show isolate view selected. Just cook some shrimp and relaxing. How is you? Shrimp sounds delicious. And I'm good, man. I'm good. It's just a nice Wednesday night. That's not what I wanted to do. And we're making a minigun. Trying to see how far I can push making 3D models on the internet before YouTube's like, hey, you can't be making guns. Okay. So looking at this, the shape is kind of strange. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do an offset. Madness, I'm sad, man. I'm all caught up on Mashal. Now there's no more to watch. People can make Lego guns on YouTube. Hope you can do 3D. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, you know. I don't know. YouTube sometimes makes weird decisions. Which, by the way, if you guys are watching on YouTube, please make sure you like the stream. It does help me tremendously. Okay. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're going to go boom. Actually, we'll do one here and one here. From here, we're going to pull this up alongside this. This in. Just kind of sneak these up here. Okay, that should give us that shape that we're looking at. I'm just kind of guessing how this is set up because it looks like these pictures are not the best. Let's see. That's a good point there. They don't offer anything that would make your life as an artist easier. See, that's why, like, my biggest... You need some new stuff to watch. I do. I'm watching Cabaneri right now. My biggest gripe with AI is that the people who use it and the people who are like, oh, this makes me an artist, are the same ones that are just like, you're just mad because I can make art easier now. It's like, no, we're not actually. We're just mad that it like promised to make life easier for people, and all it did was like try to take people's jobs, and that's just, it's not cool. It ain't cool. It is not doing what it promised to do. So, you know, either give me Skynet and just wipe out the planet, or give me something useful. But I'm not going to use it to generate stupid pictures. Alright. The only thing I have found it useful for, and I will say this, is like people who don't have like the ability to like draw or anything like that, like it is good for them to give you ideas on stuff they want to make that you can then make as an artist. But other than that, I don't use it. Yeah, user, no one, but only Blender users. Bro, this hole's hiding down to nut bolts, maybe? Wait, what? Not sure what you're saying there, Addy. Let's clean that up real quick. So this, I'm not sure about this. I think this is like a little like cap or something. Honestly, really hard to tell what that is. The issue is though, mesh tools, insert edge loop. Merge that across. Do that. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're going to keep with the quaded topology here just so we can continue working with this without screwing ourselves over. Okay. There we go. Hello, Pratik. Yeah, Pratik Pote. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. How are you doing? Alright, so I'm going to assume that this is some sort of like... You know what I need to do before I do this? Hold on a second. Because this is now... Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's see. I think what I'll do is I'll pull these in a bit. Okay. And then that sticks off. Let's do this. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're going to create a little bit of a gap there. Same thing here. Let's try to pre-plan that as best as I can. Pull that out. This is certainly a weird piece that I don't really know what it does, but we're going to just try to model it in here. I think this is where like a bunch of cables connect to this thing. I'm just not entirely sure. So cool. We're going to do the same thing down here. We're going to quad this off real quick. Going to do this all the way across the model because I duplicate or I mirrored it, but that's all right. We'll delete that. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. Go right there. Go right there. The reason I do this is because it makes it so much easier to work with. Who did that? Chris. Oh, TNT's turned off. You need to... No, I turned it off on purpose. It's not broken. Any references you use for this model? Yeah, so if you are... Let's see, you're on Instagram, so if you're looking at the bottom of the screen, I'm using this little pure ref thing that I built out earlier. Broken. No, it's not broken. It works precisely as it's intended to. All right. Unfortunately, this is kind of hard to find reference for. These things, apparently, they don't like people taking pictures of these, which, wonder why. Let's see. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're going to add... Nope. We're going to add one in the middle here. Same thing here. Just to kind of round that out a bit. And then I think what I want to do is actually want to drag this over a little bit. Okay, that way that's a little bit more even. Okay, so we're good there. Thankfully, these are all really basic shapes. So, aside from some, well, that's, yeah, maybe not. Sent you a few. Ooh, nice. Thank you, buddy. Let's take a look at this with the bracket on. Oh, yeah, that's working just fine. Okay. So, from what I can tell, too, this sits back a little bit further. Makes sense. I think that's sitting a little too far out, though. So we'll do that. Okay. There's these little areas where there's screws that sit in there. I'm just not really sure about them. There's one up here too. It's just further out. I'm gonna delete those. Extrude that out. Okay. And then this guy. Make that thinner. Take both of those, extrude them out. It's going to be where those bolts sit for some reason. I don't really know why they're there, but they're there. Also, you will unwrap this object. Yep. This entire project will get unwrapped and textured in Substance Painter like I usually do. I just wanted to do something fresh tonight. I feel like that needs to be bigger. All right. Let's do this. Okay. I unfortunately don't really have any reference for this side. But it doesn't look like there's any cables that feed into it or anything like that. Yeah, so this is like a little housing. I see what's going on here. So what we'll do then is there will probably be some sort of piece that kind of claps together here. I kind of built that wrong. That's a bolt or something. I don't know what that's for. So I can kind of see how they did that. Hi, I'm wondering, does it have to be precise on both sides if you design a model like this? Is accuracy the main thing? Not really. I mean, it depends. Like, it depends on the project, right? Like, I'm just making this to make it look cool. I try to make things as accurate to, like, world examples as possible, but you don't have to unless it's required by your project. So it doesn't really super matter. Resequence, how are you? Good to see you. Can you model any car also? I modeled a car once. I modeled a Jeep Wrangler. I hated every second of it. So I don't do it very often. I did this wrong. So unfortunately this is getting deleted. It's a really weird shape. This is why it's important to pay attention to a reference. You end up redoing things. left vertex. Okay. We're going to fix this real quick. That's better. Back to normal. Are you using pure ref? Yes. That's what this is. I just was looking at the wrong piece. Looking at the wrong thing. Yes, Sharky. Yes, you do. Okay, so looking at this now. This actually goes all the way back here. So we're going to take these. We're going to do this right from the get-go because I don't want to redo this again. I just got ahead of myself. Which, as Chris knows, that never happens. Let's see if he's actually listening. What don't I do? I said I never get ahead of myself. And I said that you know that that never happens. So this is interesting because it's like a cap on top of another cap. Okay, I see. I kind of see how they did this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to separate this. Extract it. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Sorry, Resquin, some of those are disabled for the art streams. All right. So this is gonna be our top cap. And it does have spots where it gets. Let's do this. We'll do selected. It's gonna be the easiest way to do this. I'll do it from the front. Sure. Call that enough? Probably isn't, but... Definitely wasn't. Oh, I was close, though. I only needed one more. Okay. Alright. So we'll go blop. Alright. Thanks for answering my question. So what if it's going to be animated? Is accuracy usually important point? Have you ever found something like that in a project? I'm really curious. It again, yeah, it just kind of depends. Like with this one, the only thing that needs to be accurate is the fact that, you know, the barrel spins, which this is all block out, but like you have to pick and choose like what needs to be accurate and what doesn't need to be. I mean, if you're doing something like what James Cameron does with his movies, like he always wants like mechanical accuracy. Like he wants things to function the way that they should function. So it just comes down to like what your preferences are or what your project director's preferences are. But as far as like a model like this, the only thing that needs to happen is the barrel needs to be able to spin. Resequence. How do I refund those? I don't know how I refund those. I would if I could. Let me see. Maybe I can figure it out. I don't know how to refund those. I never figured out how to do that. I'll have to have Chris show me. I'm sorry, Resequence, but I'll figure out how to do that. Shiva, yes, I do have an art station. It's in all my links. So if you're on Instagram, it's in my bio. If you're on YouTube, it's in the description of the video, the live stream. Is it? Hold on. It might be my old one. No, that's the old one. Here. Let me send this in the chat here. There you go. That's where you'll find it. I apparently need to fix that. Okay. It's okay, I'm just messing. That's alright. Alright, I got you. Alright, this is too small, but we'll scale it later. Alright, Shift I. Okay, so looking at this is where those two top bolts come in. So actually, I do need that thing. Hold on. Let's see. Shift I. Okay. So if we do like that, that comes out way too far. But why? Let's do this. We'll meet it halfway. So we'll have it right about there. And I'll just mirror that across. Which means I'm deleting it again. It's alright. It's okay. Fixed. What'd you fix? What did you fix, Chris? There's a reason I have a mod like Chris is because I'm an idiot when it comes to streaming, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Which is actually hilarious to say because I've been doing it for so long. Let's see, mesh tools. Make this look right. Okay, so that meshes up with that. Should be fine. Then this one needs its own too. Insert edge loop. Okay. I'm gonna have to mirror this across too, I think. Yep. It's fine. All right. Then as like a general announcement for you all, I'm hoping to have the first video of the wrench tutorial out this week. Hopefully. I don't want to promise it just yet, but I'm hopefully going to have it out. All right. So that'll be where those two clasp together. It's fine for now. Thanks for the insights and answers some of my doubts. I'm glad that helped. Now, so I'll usually smooth the object, So what I'll do is I'll model it I'll use 3 to just kind of like temporary preview it, make sure all my edge loops are working and everything's functioning. And then I'll do a final smooth before I pull it into Substance. Okay. So this is it's too thick. I need to make it less thick. What is that little... Oh, that's that. Okay. And then we're going to delete that. I'm actually going to take this. Since I already modeled it. I'm going to extract it. Just slide it this way. And delete this. It was actually somehow the same shape. Kind of impressive, not gonna lie. Alright, mesh, combine, vertex. Gonna snap these guys all together. Boom. Alright, cool. Cool. Hello, Smarty, how are you? Madden, gotta go. You're a great artist. I hope you have the recognition you really deserve. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Mad Titan. Sorry, I said your name wrong. So bad with names. Alright, so we're gonna take this, pull this inward, potentially. Yeah, because, okay. Leave that like that. That's fine for now. So I don't know what this is, but what I'm going to do is a little shortcut. We're going to go Mesh Tools. I'm going to duplicate this. And just pull that out. And then from here, I'll just create a little box. I don't know why it's here, but I assume there's some sort of like electronic component that goes in here. So we'll just try to model this as the way it was intended. What am I doing? Extrudifying. Okay. The nice thing about doing this, though, is now I can play with more geometry than I had before. And I don't have to worry about syncing it across the model. All right. Center pivot. So that caps right there. Sweet. Okay. Good, 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 good. All right. Nice thing is if I get this part done and out of the way, I get to move on to the fun stuff when I start working on this again. Okay. So not worried about that wire right now. Everything else is kind of solid. There is another little screw hole down here. Don't know if I'm going to worry about that. Where am I from? I'm from New Mexico in the United States. Alright, this needs to also sit lower. Okay. So I'm guessing that's just like a little extra piece that gets screwed in there? I don't really know. How long am I going to stream today? I have an hour and 20-ish minutes left. So a total of 3 hours. Okay. Look at this now. going to pull this in. Cool. Actually, I think what I'll do is just delete that. Send those across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 divisions. Let's get these shifted in place. You want to make sure as you're modeling on these things, like you're just staying within what you already have structure-wise for your topology. Otherwise, it's just going to create messes later on. Okay, vertex. Go ahead and merge you together. Let's not do it that way. Okay. Cool. Don't think that screwed anything else up. Doesn't look like it did. Should probably be more careful about that. Awesome. Hey, MGX, how are you doing? Good to see you. Minigun, yes, minigun. You can see the block out that we have so far. I decided to start with the complicated part so I don't have to deal with the simple part first. Okay, so we've got these two pieces. These are separate. I am going to have to mirror some of that over. But otherwise, we're getting where we want to be. Issue is, so that connect. Okay. This is where I have to get kind of strange. So I'm going to go to right about. Let's do an edge loop right here. I'm going to go right to here. I'm going to delete this. And then let's think about this. I want to plan this out so this actually works for me. So I want this to come out. And then what I want to do is take this guy. And pull that out. And bridge. Cool. All right. Okay, so the issue we have here, we need to insert an edge loop here so this bridge doesn't get screwed up. We'll bridge that. Nope, can't do that way. That guy, and that guy. Whoop. Alright, file, save scene, been a second. Oh, Cryptic, let me know when you want to mess around with those vehicle mods of mine. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Definitely at some point. I've got a lot of like learning I'm trying to do right now, so I've been going crazy with that. Hello, Kazi, how are you? Why did you select edges like this? Like what? You mean the way I just extruded them? Will you send me a reference? Reference is right here. So that's what I'm working with. Okay, so this kind of curves. Think about this. So I'm going to add an edge loop right here. Does kind of curve up. You know, I chose this because I'm like, oh no, this will be easy. Why would I pick something difficult? So far, this is not as easy as I was hoping it was. But then again, anytime I choose to model anything, it just never ends up being as simple as I wanted it to be. Okay, you need to come here. Okay, better. You're golden. I've been touching up someone on them. I'll have to figure out how you want to get the files. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you use Google Drive, but that's kind of how I transfer things around all the time, so. I find that's like one of the easier ways to do it anyway. Alright, so I'm going to take this. We're going to pull this down slightly. And then I'm going to extrude this in. Mesh. Circularize. It's going to look like Dookie. But we're going to fix it up, don't worry. Extrude that in because that's where that wire is going to plug in. I want that smooth since I'm not working with it anymore. From where did I get the reference? So I got the reference just off of Google. I just typed in minigun reference and gave me some pretty good options. How to stream on Instagram live from PC. I use a plugin from Harris Heller called Vertical Live Stream. You can get it for free. You just have to install it on your OBS. And then I think you have to get to 1,000 followers on Instagram to unlock it. But once you unlock it, you can stream to Instagram. What happened here? What the hell? Oh. Okay. That's okay, I suppose. It's really not. I don't like that. Okay. That gives me that look that I'm looking for anyway, so not worried about it. Okay. Cool. So that gives me what I wanted. When I smooth that, it looks like poo-poo, but that's all right. Cool. And again, I don't know what the other side looks like, so I'm going to assume the other side is just boring. Aside from the fact that the top of this needs to be duplicated over. So what I'm going to do, delete that. Mesh tools, we're going to mirror this guy. Going to delete those because I don't need them. Okay. Cool. Just get this guy supported real quick because this lid's done. So Super. Okay. Alt Z is Control Z for camera position when in active cameras. Yeah, no, absolutely. Asimoloto, hello, how are you? Good to see you. Okay. Beautiful. Only thing is do I want... Let's see. Let me see what this does. Let me see if this is even necessary. This might make... Now! What's up, Sharky? Yeah, I'm gonna leave that out, actually. So, really... Maybe this? Nah. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. I kind of like that look, so... I'm not gonna worry about it. Well, you know what I do need to do? Make that a little bit. There we go. That has to meet up flush, so that needs to be supported there. Okay. Cool, so we have 2 parts there. That'll link with that. Awesome. We're getting there. We're getting there. Is Rhizome UV better for UV mapping? I have never used Rhizome, so I can't honestly speak to it. Could be. I just don't know. Okay, so I'm going to delete this because this does not work for my edge flow. Insert edge loop. There. And there. Okay. Edge. And same thing. Okay. Nope. Alright, file, save scene. It's been a minute. Owl, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Okay, so 3. That does pretty good. What was that? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What just happened? Asimoto, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. How are you? How'd you find us? Always curious. How to create ID maps with vertex color? I'm not sure because I just create them using materials. Okay, that's coming together. Nice thing is this is molded plastic, so it doesn't have to be like perfectly cut. Which I am a huge fan of. Okay. Good. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, right. I know why that looks like that. I may just have to take a chunk of this thing and mirror it over. That's okay. Not a gigantic deal. Okay. Cut those guys down. What should I do? Watch you do your work or do mine pending work? Both. Both is always the answer. What are you working on, Resequence? Probably don't line my middle of the scene, guys. It's me. Nice. If you're in the Discord, post it. I'd love to see it. Okay, we will leave that as is. That's fine. Got some nice shaping going on here. We're good there. Cool. All right, so this guy. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're going to do a really close one. For those of you who keep up with gaming, are you excited for Gears of War 6, I guess it is? I'm excited for Gears of War 6. Okay, so we have another problem here. I'm going to delete that. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. Because that's just not going to work. Okay. Shift I. Nope. Did you work in any production house? No, I didn't. I've just been doing this freelance for a long time. Someday I might. But until that time, I do not. Kind of don't want that to happen. Yeah. Okay. So that's better, I think. Did that accomplish what I wanted to do? Yeah. I think. Maybe. No, that doesn't. Because that's going to... Yeah, no, that doesn't do what I want to do. Damn it. Honestly, I might be able to get away with it. We'll try it. If it doesn't work, I'll... Oh. Okay. Weird. Oh, that's why. Character of a Minecraft YouTuber, basic work done now, have to add details. Nice. Sounds like fun. Okay. So that's what I wanted to avoid. So this might be one of those cases where I use a triangle. Mesh tools, delete edge vertex. All right. Yeah, this might be one of them. All right, so if I want to do this right, I do multi-cut, I'll grab this corner here, go right there. Remember, guys, you do not have to fear triangles. Insert edge loop. Is that gonna let me do it? Yeah, that'll work. Vertex. All right, cool. Should hopefully work. I'm hoping. Honestly, I don't need a triangle there, but I'm gonna use it regardless. Same thing over here. Okay. So yeah, I figured that was gonna look like crap. Okay. Just kind of shape this so it works. Okay, cool. Perfect. Okay. What do we got? Digging. Alright, so that handles the kind of like control portion here. There is a little detail over here that it needs to get added though, so let's do that real quick. And it's just kind of a block anyway, so mesh tools. Q escape 3. Perfect. That's still jacked up, but I'm gonna fix that in just a second here. Okay, cool. Show, isolate, view selected. Okay, so we've got this like bulbous looking thing there. We need to fix that. Mesh tools. We're gonna insert this guy. Just kind of carve that out. Make sure that's looking okay. Alright. So what I'm going to do... Remodeling a gun now. Yes, this is a minigun. Decided to take a break for tonight from BD1 and work on something new. Just a little micro project. I like to mix it up a little bit. So... I think what I'll do... Let's go here. Alright, we're going to take this. We're going to go mesh, edit mesh, extract. Pull that off real quick. Delete that. Delete that. Mesh, mirror. Okay, that way that's even on both sides now. Center pivot. Get it right back in place. Okay, so that should be fine everywhere. Make sure that didn't jack anything up, and we just have a hole over here we gotta plug. And that's fine. So that's weird. What if I do this? It's technically a quad. Just smooth that. Cool. We are okay with that. The only thing is mesh tools, insert edge loop. Every time that sound stresses me out. Ow! Don't forget to save. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's been a hot minute. What is this? What is this issue up here? Is it on both sides? It is on both sides. Okay. Alright. Alright. What happened? That's fun. Better. Cool. All right, so that's even on both sides now. Good there. Show, isolate, view selected. I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to mirror it again. All right, sweet. We have enough difference on this side to make it look like it actually belongs there. I love to see how you work. I learn a lot with your reels. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys learned from those. Sent you my work. Done for tonight. 5 a.m. here. Let me see. 5 a.m. Oh, man. Let me not pull it up on stream, just in case. Just in case. Oh, hey. That looks awesome. Nice. How did you do your fire? Are those objects, or do you use, like, sprites? Nice. That looks great. Nice work on the minigun. Thank you. Do you call a potato that copies other potatoes an imitator? I keep hearing my name. I don't know why. You're going crazy, man. I'm not calling you. All right. Only thing is, I don't like how small this is. I don't know. I might keep it and just kind of work with it. Alpha sprites. Okay, nice. All right, so if I smooth that, everything's lining up really well except for this edge. It's probably because I didn't support it well enough. That's better. No, still not really lining up. Let's look at that. Okay. Sweet. It's looking much better. Alright, so let's do the little squishy pieces that go in here. So we'll do a cylinder for that. They're called dampers, but we're going to call them squishy pieces because why not? Or vibration dampers, I guess I should call them. Is this a necessary detail? Nope. Am I gonna do it anyway? Yep. Mesh tools. We're going to do an insert. So usually these are like a piece of rubber that gets kind of like squished. Pretty easy. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're going to do that, and then just because we don't need the geometry, let's get rid of these. Okay, mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're gonna support this guy, and then everything else is probably fine. So let's see how that looks smoothed. Yep, this little squish piece. Alright, so we're going to take that, scale it down, plop it here. Somehow that was almost exactly the right size. Okay. These are completely unnecessary details, but I'm going to add them anyway just because I focus heavily on realism. To a fault. But it does add that nice little layer. Thanks for the late night motivation. Good luck. See you soon on stream. Oliver, have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Send another reminder, if you guys are watching on YouTube, please make sure you like the stream. It helps the algorithm, and it helps grow the channel, and which gives me motivation to make more videos. So, it's a win-win. Okay. So we need to make the buttons, which are rubber. I'm trying to think how I want to do that. I think this might be the best way to do it. Is that 90? Why don't I trust that that was actually 90? It was. It was. Why not using Control 1 for isolation? I use Control I for isolation. Or Shift I. Like that? That's what I use. Alright, so what I want to do... This is going to be an interesting shape because there is this soft rubber part, but also like a little hexagon nut on the bottom of it. Okay. That's fine. Add some support there. And the only other thing is, think about that, because that would create a, yeah, that's fine. All right, so we're gonna make this little hex piece, which I can only assume what we're gonna do. Give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room. Okay. Don't know if this is gonna work, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I want that to hex out. Problem is, in order to do that easily, I have an idea. And I just turned on caps lock. Thank you for the follow, Crazy Elf. Welcome to the Underground. Rosecrans, I already answered you. Shouldn't miss anybody on Instagram. Nope. Thank you so much for the follow, Crazy Elf. Or Crazy Elf, however you'd like to be called. Mesh tools, we're going to extract this guy, pull it out, do a little bit of surgery here. Because basically what I want... So I want an octagon. So let's go mesh tools. Delete edge vertex. G, 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 G. Okay, that gives me... What does that give me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost what I wanted. Honestly, that's going to be okay. I'll work with that. You can also use symmetry. Yes. I could if I actually planned things properly. Okay. So, fine with that. That'll work just fine. So what I'm going to do now... Mesh. Combine. I think this is going to work. I don't know if this is going to work. But it's worth a shot. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. This is probably not the best way of doing this, so don't get mad at me. Okay. So what I'll do now is I will bridge that. And I don't really care about what that looks like in there. It's not, yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be that way. I might have to research how to do that easily, so I'm going to leave that as is right now. I'll come back and revisit that one later. Okay. When you share the reference image. Reference image is right below, if you're on Instagram, it's right below my main screen. So where I'm modeling, that's what I'm working off of right now. And actually, now that you said that, I looked at that and I realized it doesn't look right. Needs a little bit more support here. Support there. There we go. That's better. Okay. Cool. Now we're going to do that little trigger piece. Love your content, bro. Thank you so much, Roar Christie. I appreciate that. You call a man who lost his phone. You don't call him. That's true. Now it's the Tentagon. Yeah. I'll have to look up a better way to do that. I have to wonder if there is a better way to do that. Those are shapes that I myself have never like really necessarily figured out how to do. So. But it happens. So I need one of these like flip switch things. Hold on a second. Let me find one. Let's see. Locking flip switch. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Save. Save image as. I'm going to throw this in the minigun folder. No, don't do that. Switch. And then just drag this in here. Just so I can see how that works. All right, cool. First, we should just make a base model from shapes, is it? Oh yeah, yeah. You should always block out your models. I kind of did that. I just wanted to get the, get running on this one, so I kind of skipped it. But yeah, just to give yourself a general idea on like shaping and everything like that. Also, you can model half side and duplicate. That's what I've been doing. So this was the same way. So I modeled half of it, deleted it, duplicated it, same thing. Okay. So this switch sits kind of like that. Okay. Do I want to model that detail in there? I guess I should. All right, so we're gonna do a trick here. And then we're going to create a, where is it? Polygon primitives. We're going to do a, oh, where are you? I haven't used you in a while. Helix. Fun trick if you guys haven't seen this before. Snap to point. Okay. So we'll do this. I'm going to edit this helix. Why is it not letting me? Why are you not letting me do that? What the hell? I guess it's all right. 5. We need denser than that. So 9. Go 10. Height of 1. 1.5. Yeah, that works. Width of 2. We'll go to 1. No, we need to keep that. Let's do 0.2. We'll do 0.1. Okay, that gives me that. Subdivisions access. We want probably gonna go 3. No. Whoa. Give me that thread look. Okay. Need to scale this a little bit more. Okay, cool. Subdivisions need to not be 60. I actually need to make this like, we'll go 40. This will be a little bit higher resolution. 40, enter. All right, so we got that. That's our little threaded piece. And then what I'm gonna do, extrude upwards. Yeah, so we'll go out of shape, but I'll show you what I'm doing here in a minute. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. Okay, delete Q to escape. All right, so one of the few times I will actually use a boolean. All right. Just want to make sure that we are. So the only thing I don't like, let's see. What if I just did 1? No. Can I get away with 2? Let's do this. I'll do 1.5, but I'm going to do 9 coils instead. I just want to like even this out a little bit. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. So we're going to take this. We're going to go to mesh tools. Actually, we're just going to go boolean. I want union though. Where's union? I never use these. That's fine. Oh, no, wrong way. Mesh. Shows you how often I use these. Union. Okay, so what that did was it kind of gives us the object that we're looking for. Except I had it not... you know what? That didn't work because it didn't... God, I hate booleans. It's alright. Edit. delete by type, history. These never work the right way. Alright. So what we can do... Should be able to bridge that. Nope. Hold on. That union didn't work properly. Because that should have just removed that chunk. Lighting. Two-sided. Oh, that's why I didn't... Oh, I screwed up. That's my fault. Okay. My bad. Alright, so that needs to be... 4? Yeah. My bad. There we go. It's because there was nothing to difference. Okay, or to union, I guess. Mesh, Boolean, union. Yep, that did something. Why are you not working now? This is why I hate Booleans, but this is like one of the easiest ways to make a... Booleans don't work whenever we need any other options. Yeah, that's a problem. For doing spirals, not necessarily. I mean, you could just like work with the helix. Let's do this. Delete by type history. Why are not using the shortcuts? Because I am terrible at using shortcuts. Boolean. It should be working, but it's ignoring the fact that I'm trying to do that. That's really weird. I've never had that happen before. I'm wondering if it's just because the coil doesn't have any spacing on it. Let's do this. Oh, let's do 8 coils, 7 coils. Just need it to have a little bit of space. I think because it was trying to Boolean itself. That's why. Ooh, why did you what the hell? Mesh, Boolean, union. Why is it doing that? Okay, mesh, Booleans, union. Let's see. Intersection classification, edge. Tag intersection, wireframe. That's fine. Apply. Stop doing that. Why is it triangulating like that? Okay, hold on a second. Batting box, X-ray hidden. Oh. Okay. Delete by type, history. Okay, I shouldn't have triangulated everything, though. But this is how you generally do this. I don't know why 2025 is triangulating that, because it shouldn't be. I wonder if I can do... Can I select these? No. Yeah, I don't want to... What if I do this? So... Edit. Select similar. Where is that? Threads need more gap between them. Not for this, they really don't. God, where is it? Select similar, all by type. Similar. There it is. Cool. All right. just delete edge vertex. It's gonna do some weird stuff. Don't worry about it. Standard surface. Okay, here we go. That's what we wanted. So now it's gonna look like crap. I'm going to go vertex, select all of our vertices. It should be okay. 3. Okay, 1. We've got an extra one down here. Edit mesh, delete edge vertex. Okay, make sure there's none left. Perfect. So next thing I'm going to do is just go through and just add, let's see. So that's fine. So that loops through. As it should. These are not working properly. See if I grab that. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. So that works. It just destroys the mesh. But we can work with it. So a little bit of a jack up there. Okay, so let's do this. Extrude this out. Fixes that. Same thing here. Okay. That should look right now. It does. Okay. Now, after dealing with that mess, just going to create this as like a pipe. Okay. That works for that. We should be able to just do that. Looks perfect. Cool. Awesome. That is the most backwards way of doing that. I haven't done it for a while, so a little rusty on that one. But that's how I would use a Boolean. Jesus. Addy, yo bro, nice model. Thank you so much. How are you? Let me scare you. No. There's no need for that, Sharky. No need for that violence in the world. Okay. And then we can honestly just take this and kind of smush it, because it needs to be smaller anyway. -90. Okay. So yeah, that was probably the most backwards way of doing that possible, but it worked out. Let's get that centered. There. Let's see. Kind of needs to come out a little bit. So we need a little plate behind it that's going to hold that little flip switch. All right. Excuse you. Okay. So this will sit right about here. Dunk. Okay. So edge loop will go right there. Mesh tools, offset edge loop. Face. Okay. This one, I'm actually going to put the hole in it. I don't necessarily have to, but kind of want to. Wow. Why is it doing that? Okay. Okay, let's look at that from the side here. Let's fix that, straighten it out. Delete those. Bridge. Okay, cool, awesome, beautiful. Mesh tools, insert, we're gonna support it real quick. Nice, simple piece, don't really have to worry too much about this one. Mesh, mirror. Okay, we're gonna make it a little bit thinner. Okay, oh. Hello, what happened there? Okay. Let's see. Where is my surfaces? Mesh display. Let's see. Let's unlock the normals. Where's my flip normals? Reverse. This is that thing that was happening to me a while ago. Because part of the mesh is still there. I'm going to save this. You can delete backside faces because they're not visible, but increase render time. Yeah, I don't really worry too much about that. I love that bug. Yeah, this bug sucks, and I still haven't found an easy way to fix it, because, like, I know... Okay, so that does that. Flip, switch, plate. Just name it real quick. Standard surface. Oh, where are you? Mesh display. Unlock normals, mesh display, reverse normals. Oof. That got all sorts of jacked up. Average? Let's look at this real quick. How do you convert squares into circles? Go to edit mesh and then circularize. You just need to make sure you have a set of like 4 of them together or more. So that's not... Hold on a second. It's weird because... Oh, Maya. Why you gotta do this to me? It just keeps getting worse. Is it really gonna make me remake that piece? It's probably gonna make me remake that piece. Yeah. Okay, that piece got corrupted. I love that for me. That's a good point. I could try cleanup. Oop. This is unfortunately a glitch. It happens with 2025 a lot. But I can try cleanup. Where are you? Yeah, it's not gonna help. Damn it, man. I hate that. I really hate that glitch. That's something they need to fix. right, let's try that again. Thankfully, that wasn't like a super complicated part. Probably would have been more upset if that was more complicated. Mesh tools. Alright, so for those of you who missed it the first time, you can select all 4 of your faces, you can extrude them in. Go to Edit Mesh, Circularize, and then I'll just go through and correct them. Okay. Right there. Cool. Same thing. We will delete. If it does it to me again, I'm going to lose my mind. All right. In fact, this time. Nope. Save scene. What about the new app? Is it Care? Oh, Kara. Will you be live on that? I don't think you can go live on Kara. I wish you could. As far as I know, you can't go live on it yet, though. But if they ever introduce it, yeah. Which, if you guys aren't following me on Kara, make sure you're following me on Kara. You should have kept the other side. No, it's alright. It shouldn't be a problem. The only thing I am going to do, though, is I'm going to delete the history and freeze it. Because sometimes that helps you get away from that issue. Mirror. Okay. Sweet. That's better. Okay. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. We just support these so they're not stretching anymore. Okay. That's better. Modify center. Okay, got that. I will follow you there also. Thank you. Appreciate it. Car is pretty cool. It's getting there. Happened to me earlier. I deleted each face and did a fill hole. Oh, that works. Are you learning Maya? No, I've been using Maya for a while. These are too big. Just gonna scale these in. Come on. There we go. A little bit smaller. Perfect. Okay. Alright, we're getting there. I'm gonna save that because it's been a second. Alright, so we gotta do the little toggle switch thing, which is... This is too big. Okay. Cool. Which I think I'm just gonna use a sphere for. Even though I hate using the sphere. Let's see. Kill that, bridge that. Add a division. Vertex. Go back to my modeling editor, target weld. Okay. Call that good for there. Alright. So this is kind of a funky shape. So it goes out, kind of scales out. Not that much though. Okay. Honestly, let's see. That takes care of that part. Sweet. What got you into 3D? So I started 3D in high school. We had a 3D animation class that was really new. The school really hadn't done anything with it. And I started from there. And ever since, I've competed in national competitions. I've done all sorts of stuff. And now I do YouTube. And streaming, of course. But that's what got me into 3D. I still think that's a little too wide. Alright, so now we got this funky looking box shape. So let's go ahead and get that in here. The rod needs to be thicker. What, the little switch? Make it a little bit thicker, but that's about it. Call that good there. Alright. So this sits on the inside of that. So what we'll do is we'll do that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So I want to shape this. So let's look at it this way, actually. How do I want to do this? I can technically mirror this. I think I'm going to do that. You going to have the cover up or down? I'll have it up. Do you have any show reel? Because I need some tips for a show reel. No, my last show reel I made in college. So it's been a hot minute since I've done one. So I wouldn't probably be the best person to ask for show reel critiques or anything like that, because it's been too long for me. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. Doing this a little weird, but you guys can forgive it. All right. Actually, really don't know why I'm doing it this way, if I'm being totally honest. It's a very stupid way to go about this, but it makes it interesting. We'll just say that. Alright, so that'll be that. We want the curvature coming down here. Okay. Okay. One second. And I'm back. Got my second monitor set up. Nice. All right. But yeah, no, I'll probably leave the cover up just to show the details, because why would I model those if I was just going to leave it closed? All right. Now that we're done doing that in the dumbest fashion possible, actually, no, that wasn't a total waste. Second monitor really enough? I need 3 for reference. Yeah, I have 3, but for some people 2 works. People starting, do you recommend Blender or learn Maya from the start? I recommend to get what you can afford. So if Blender is what you can afford, you can't pay Maya, do Blender. If you are going to school and they're giving you a license for Maya, obviously learn Maya. But if you can pay for Maya Indie, then you might as well start with what is industry standard. It's a very funky piece. Okay. So the nice thing is I can just pop this here, and then I can shape it the way I need to. So we'll pull that in a bit. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to bridge this. Or you can use, you can, again, I don't suggest that. That's just not the best way to go about things. But whatever you can do, go for it, It'll be better in the long run for you to do it the way that you can, I guess. But no, I know, I see what you mean by buying when you get money out of it, but again, I don't suggest doing it that way. But if you're going to do what you're going to do, I can't really stop you from doing things, but I don't suggest pirating software. Okay. Making this model for fun or freelance? This model is for fun. Portfolio, really. Generally I say when I'm doing stuff, it's for my portfolio. Let's see. I'm gonna add like a little bump to that just to give it some shape. And then that needs to actually flatten out. How do you get good at edge redirection and good topology? Do you have any tips? It's really just a lot of practice is what it comes down to. So like you can do things like you can do practice exercises with basic objects and then just practicing how you want to get your topology to flow. If you guys want a good YouTube site for topology, I recommend shoot, what's his, I always forget his username. Hold on, let me pull him up. Let's see here. I gotta pull up YouTube. On Mars 3D. He's got some really good tutorials on topology and following edge flow and everything like that. That's where I learned a lot of stuff. That can actually go out further. Okay. All right. It's honestly such a weird shape. Like, it looks wrong, but it's not. All right, mesh tools. Escape. File. Save scene. Thanks, such value. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Or, you're welcome. Sorry, guys, I'm getting tired. What are you making? We are modeling a minigun. I'll show you guys here. Show, isolate, you selected. So right now we're working on this rear control panel. And then we got the rest of the model blocked out. So I'm just modeling the flip switch, which is this piece down here below. If you're looking at Instagram or on YouTube or Twitch, it's up in the right-hand corner. Yeah. Okay. Delete those. And it's inside of it. Cool. Shift I. Bridge. Okay, cool. Which one of you is it? There it is. Okay. So I want that to sit right there. Perfect. All right, file, save scene, just because that screwed up on me last time. Mesh, mirror, okay, awesome. Let's do mesh tools, insert edge loop. I'm gonna support this guy real quick. That's interesting. Why are you not connected? Don't really know. Okay. Alright, so mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're gonna do one just right here. Support this guy right there. Do boom, 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 boom. Get that added. I just realized I have not been recording this. That sucks. I'm gonna have to download the VOD. Let's do a little bit of support there. And honestly, actually, let's see. Hit a mesh, delete edge vertex. That's better. Okay, cool. Got that going. Let's see. And I don't know why they want Marmoset also. What do you mean about... Okay, so I learned pipeline from Ubisoft and modeling for Showwheel, then focusing on texturing. If you see the model, don't have any kind of dust or rust because gaming industry demand this as my personal experience. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I know a lot of them use Marmoset, and Marmoset's an awesome tool. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I personally haven't spent time learning it yet. Okay. Need to add a pin to this. Nope, wrong one. Okay. I just. So this is like a pressed fitting or something like that. Why? Not close enough? I just doesn't like that. Okay. Screw it. Just bridge it. I don't care. Alright, so there's that. There's tools, insert. Okay. Call that guy good. Show view. Okay, that's all done. And then when I do my renders, I'll flip it up. Do mostly characters in ZBrush because I suck at hard surface. I get that. That's my buddy. He says he sucks at hard surface and he's incredible at characters. So it's just one of those things. Like you kind of just like gravitate towards one. I'm really good at hard surface. I don't know how I am with characters, but I'm about to find out because I just bought ZBrush. So again, for like the 4th time. I wouldn't say hard surface is easy though, because there's a lot of topology work involved, especially if you don't understand the way it flows properly. Let's see. So that stops right there. Cool. That's good. Okay. Save scene. What are we doing? We are actually over on time. So what I'm going to do, file, save scene. That was about 3 hours of work. That was quite a bit. Not bad. Got pretty far on it though. So pretty happy with that. I'll probably continue to work on this offline as well. But gives me something else to stream too, because I know UV mapping BD1 is kind of a pain to watch. I'm going to try to honestly just finish that off tomorrow. And then we'll see. But let's see. I'm going to go file. I love making characters, but I hate making characters, but I love working with hard surface. Yeah, see, that's me. I want to make characters because I think making characters is fucking awesome. But, you know, to each their own, I suppose. Okay, so there's that. Let me pull up Chrome here. All right. Cool. Alrighty, everybody. Everybody on Instagram, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. It's been a fun live stream. Hopefully I can answer more questions for you guys, and I'll be probably posting a little bit more soon here. I'm trying to get some more content rolling just because, man, it's been tough to get some content going. But thank you guys so much for hanging out on Instagram. I will see you all live soon. I will not be live tomorrow on Instagram. I will only be live on Twitch. So if you guys want to watch me play some games on Twitch, I'll be hanging out with some friends, doing that stuff. But Instagram, you guys all have a wonderful night. I gotta stop that live stream. All right, pull Chrome back up. Sweet. All right, everybody on YouTube, thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching. I appreciate it. Again, I'll be live tomorrow on Twitch, not on YouTube or Instagram, just because that's the way I handle my gaming stuff. But if you want to see more of this, I'll be posting videos on it as well, and then I'll be going live again next week. Will I be live on Monday? Yeah, I'll be live on Monday next week. It's the week after that I will not be live on Monday. But I hope you guys all had a wonderful night. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you all later. All right, YouTube.